How is he doing now?
He's been revived.
So you're Ken Fuja? Why did you suspend my husband? He works hard and never complains. You bully him because he's a nice guy. You were just using him. Give him back his job.
Madam.
He will kill himself if he doesn't have a job. I beg you, you have to let him off. Please have
Madam.
pity on him.
Let go, let go,
I'm
let
begging
go.
you,
Madam,
please
please.
let my husband
Please
out.
control yourself. This is such a disgrace.
I'm such a disgrace. What do you call yourself? You were at odds with this man. Why the sudden change? Are you for him now?
Please calm down. I'll go take a look.
No, you must give me an answer.
This is too much.
Excuse me.
A party cadre who can take a bit of grievance is an unqualified party cadre.
Don't mention that to the bureau
How can you
chief.
be so
He's
demanding?
already fragile. If something bad
husband's a
happens to him,
disgrace.
are you ready to put
Tell me,
yourself
woman.
on the line?
I know.
What?
Jian Fuja here.
This is Xizhong.
It's late. Why are you calling at this time? What's the matter?
There's a complaint against you.
What about?
What else could it be? About what you've done. Someone almost died.
Yes, sir. I know I was not very prudent in handling this. It's now a problem. Gao Fenggai is now pacifying the family.
Yes. Let me give you a bit of advice. Listen, all right? Be careful with your manner and methods next time around. But do not be daunted by this challenge.
Don't worry. I will handle this properly. The attempted suicide by the Agricultural Bureau Chief was my fault. The pesticide he drank wasn't fatal, but it had a very bad impact on the cadres and the people. I request that I be given warning and sanction. May I have your comments, please? Silence? Silence means your approval, then.
I don't agree. I don't approve of the request. Commissioner Chen has just taken office. How will he work going forward if we sanction him? There's another issue. Each time our cadres make mistakes, how will we deal with them? If we approve the request, if sanctions are imposed on small matters, this will affect the morale of our cadres and will affect their work eventually.
Small matter, you say? Someone nearly lost his life.
On this issue, I have to fully agree with the commissioner. A bureau chief drinking pesticides just to express his views to the organization and the leaders is grossly unbecoming of a leading party cadre. Comrade Jian Fujian has integrity. He has asked to be disciplined and I agree. I recommend the Agricultural Bureau Chief dismissal.
Fanga, let me submit this recommendation of yours instead. Do not take this conflict upon yourself.
Secretary Miao is not here, so I should take this for you. We may have different work ideologies, but for the good of the party, every single cadre here is obligated to safeguard the unity of his team.
Fine. For those who agree to give me an administrative sanction, please raise your hand. To dismiss the Agricultural Bureau Chief, please raise your hand. All right. Meeting adjourned. Short meetings are good. Thank you. By the way, there's a plan for a pilot program to be carried out by our administrative office, and this is meant for the Agricultural Production Responsibility System. The County Agricultural Bureau is heading this plan. This is a pilot, so there's nothing definite yet. Plans are on hold, so it's not necessary to submit anything yet. When the plan is issued and is carried out, we will then submit them. That's it. Dismissed.
On this issue, I'm not with Comrade Jian Fujian. The responsibility system is a major event that affects the overall situation. How can you study it only after the outcome?
Secretary Gao, didn't you seek me out earlier about investigating Du Zhangshan? Okay, I'll cooperate with you.
I'll cooperate too. Listen, on this issue, I will submit to the Standing Committee for study. If the committee doesn't approve, I will submit to the Party Committee. If that fails, I will submit to the Congress of Party Representatives.
Commissioner Chen is trying to help you change your mindset.
Before Qianfu Tong had time to react to the changes confronting him, a bigger impact had arrived directly at the countryside. The higher-ups have already sent people to come and implement the production responsibility system.
Thank the party. After the dam was completed, I came up with the idea to inscribe with a pickaxe 2 sentences from Chairman Mao's poem on its surface. A placid lake rises amidst narrow gorges. The goddess Peak remains unscathed, but now only the words narrow gorges and unscathed remain.
I have not heard you mention anything about Dazai recently when you read the newspaper to me earlier.
That's right. Why isn't it mentioned, Secretary?
That's what I was asking you.
Oh, there's nothing in the papers about it these days. Maybe they've committed errors. How can I read it to you if it's not in the papers? I heard that in March, the Xi'an County Party Committee made a public self-criticism in the papers. Deputy Director Xu Shigong said that they have disbanded their Emulate Dazai in the Agriculture Office.
We're not emulating Dazai anymore?
Mm-hmm.
Goodness. That reminds me of what Tian used to say when he was still alive. The world is about to change. It's true. I think that the world is about to change.
What I don't understand is this non-stop emphasis on production team autonomy. What's the role of the commune and village leaders? Do they still have powers? What are we supposed to do? After all, it's the production team that counts.
I feel really so lost with all this.
Recently, the Yuan News published 5 editorials opposing the responsibility system. I have read those pieces to you. Some say it's right, some say it's wrong. But whether it's right or wrong, I just don't get it.
Let me tell you, based on my experience, implementing this kind of production system only benefits those with vested interests. It will be rectified before long. Some people are bound to commit an ideological error, just you wait. In less than half a year, they'll flip back.
I believe that. But I heard that Brother Fuzhou has been strongly advocating this ever since he became commissioner.
Fujian is like a broom that sweeps everything away, both the good and the bad. He's bound to make a mistake.
Uncle Futang! Uncle Lutiang! There you are! I was just at the village branch party committee looking for you both, but you're not there. I didn't think you'd be working in the field, so I assumed you're chatting over here. I was right.
What do you want now?
Well, you see, I heard that the higher-ups are pushing the production responsibility system, the household contract responsibility system, and also the household-based contract system. Do you know about this?
I know nothing of that.
What?
Yes, we don't know.
But Commune Deputy Director Gunmi said so.
How can you believe a kid like Liu Gunmi, who just assumed his post as deputy director anyway?
Yes, how can you?
Last year, you distributed land privately and you were criticized. Do you think you can do the same thing?
This year is different from last year, Uncle. So tell me, how else do you think will I do this, huh?
Well, you have to stop doing it. If you get criticized again, I'm going to lose face, and the family will be implicated.
Don't worry, Uncle Utiang. I'll go to the commune now and ask. If there's really such an official document, I'll bring it back for you to read, okay?
Wait, if that official document is issued, it'll be issued to me first. Why would it be issued to a mere team leader?
Uncle Futang, why do you put it that way? Aren't the two of you just chatting and resting here? I'll just tell them I'm getting this document for Uncle Futang, and that's it. Uncle Utiang, kindly tell Xiao Lian not to wait for me to dinner tonight, okay? Oh, when I was on my way here, I felt the wind starting to blow. So you two better hurry home. Director Shit,
Yes?
Did your bike chain slip again?
Well, look at this road. It's so bumpy and full of potholes.
Where are you off to anyway?
I'm headed to your village.
Are there some documents from the higher-ups that need to be delivered?
How did you know that?
We really are implementing the production system?
Unbelievable, Sen Shaoan. You really are a wise man. And you're right.
Oh no, of course I am not. I just read the newspapers, Director Shi. And also, Gunmi told me about it. I was even thinking of asking the commune.
Yuan, are you from the production responsibility system?
Of course I am. I'm 100% for it. Director Shi, let me help you. If the system will really be implemented, we'll be working for ourselves from now on. We'll definitely take it seriously. Give me the document and I'll give it to Uncle Futang.
I bear the spirit of the directive. There is really no actual document for it. The higher-ups requested for it to be communicated verbally.
What?
Yuan, that means mouth to mouth.
Isn't that called kissing?
You sure know about kissing, don't you? This thing has to be communicated by me. It will be pointless, even if you pass on the message verbally. I also have to stay in your village to supervise it.
That sounds really good. Hey, look, it's fixed. It's okay now. Come on, let me pedal so that you can have some energy. Let's go to Uncle Futang so that you can deliver the good news to him mouth to mouth.
Okay.
Hop on.
All right, let's go. Here we go. Whoa.
Uncle Futang! Director Shi is here! He's delivering some good news! Uncle Futang! Uncle Futang! Hey, Uncle!
Director Su, you're here!
Slowly,
Wait,
slowly.
what happened to your leg? Are you all
He
right?
was riding at the back of a bike and he fell.
Wait, that was
kidding
really
me?
careless of you. Why did you
Take
let
it
him
easy.
fall? Director Su, what directive do you have for our village this time?
The production responsibility system. I was right when I told you about it. Director Shi came all the way here to give Uncle Futang some mouth-to-mouth.
What do you mean mouth to mouth?
This was arranged and directly promoted by the Prefectural Party Committee. People have been sent to every village in the entire commune. And since yours is a primary village that is valued by the committee, I come to you as a deputy director to bring the news.
Yes.
Director Zhe,
Yes?
will this really be implemented? You might as well replace me, the branch secretary. I can't do it. Shuangshui Village is a collective unit that I built from the ground up, understand? Tell me, how can I now ruin it personally?
What? Director Shi, does Uncle Futang really have a point?
Okay, Futang. What are you trying to say? Can Shuangshui Village really function without you to oversee it? The county may have the spirit, but this new system is not mandatory. It's up to you whether you want to implement it or not, so stop complaining.
Wait, Director Shi, how can you even say this?
Listen, Director Zhe, you better give us some firm directive here.
That's right, Director Sir. If there is a document, we will just implement the program accordingly.
Uncle Tiang, doesn't the verbal directive count as a document?
Director says thirsty. Give him the water.
Hey, Shawan, we are the cadres of this village, and we are talking to the commune cadre. Who are you to interfere?
This is exactly the point, Uncle Futang. Haven't you noticed? More than 20 girls in our Shuangshui village have married and moved out, but only 3 have married in. So why? It's because they fear the poverty plaguing our village. What are you going to do with so many bachelors here? Shouldn't you be taking their interest to heart? If you're not going to do it, Team 1 will implement it.
Then do it. But tell me, who will the brigade leaders lead if you go through with this? Huh? Once land is distributed to individuals, who will oversee the work points of the village cadres?
Yes,
Will benefits still be available for the brigade?
right,
What happens when the elderly fall ill? And what about the schooling for the children, huh?
right.
It's called production responsibility, so take note of the word responsibility. The brigade and the teams will still exist. The only difference now is that households will provide the funding instead of the brigade.
Households will provide the funding? This will be no different from killing them. Please, Director Zhe, I think that you had better give us a clearer idea about all this.
This should be decided by the brigade itself. The brigade's affairs are none of my business.
What happens if we don't implement it?
Well, then you don't have one.
What? Director Shi, it's better to implement it now than later.
All right. This is the spirit of the county's directive, which I am done relaying. Got it? I also have to stay here for a few days. Please make arrangements to find me a place to stay.
All right.
I'm going to see if there are any pheasants out there in the hills later. I'm looking forward to eating braised pheasant for dinner later tonight.
Director Shi, are we implementing this production system or not?
Implement? Tell me how, will you? I can't just force Futang to do it. The commune has just had the struggle session on blindly directing Emulate Dajai in agriculture, and said I was blindly directing. I cannot make this kind of mistake again, okay? I am a person with a political future, unlike you. Director said he doesn't understand. When you get the pheasant, I'll get my wife to stew it for you. Okay, let me consider you counted in then. It's dark. It's hard to see. Take this with you. No need. I already have a torch here. Worry about the responsibility system. Okay.
Easy, watch yourself.
Careful, careful. I got you. I got you, okay?
Shawan, take care of Director's
careful.
son. Go help him look for the pheasants.
Before, it used to be blind direction. Now it's no direction. Blind direction has become no direction. That's not bad. I doubt it would interfere with our work.
I'm just afraid he might direct haphazardly.
I'm not afraid of that. By the way, implementing the production system is huge. I can't let people say I'm not democratic. How about we hold a branch party committee meeting?
Let's go.
Okay. Attention, branch party committee members. Attention, brigade committee members. Proceed to the brigade division for a meeting at once. Proceed to the brigade division for a meeting at once. Why is this stupid thing so noisy? I just want to dump it. Everything's working against me today.
Hello, I'm back.
Why are you
What
here?
are you doing back here?
I'd like to attend the meeting.
The branch party committee meeting? You're not a member. How can you attend? Get out!
Hey,
Get out of
I
here!
want to join in the meeting. Yeah, you must
out of here,
implement the
I
production
said. Get out, you're just
responsibility
stirring up more
system.
trouble.
Just get out of here
right now.
Go. You're not a member. You're not welcome
You're
to
not
join
a
the
party
meeting.
member. Get out of here. Go home. Such a stubborn boy.
Just get away from me.
Hey, Shawan.
Go on.
Hey.
Chenwu, the agenda is to discuss whether to implement the production responsibility system. You both have to support me. Raise your hands and approve.
Don't worry. There's a notice from the higher-ups, so we can really implement it. You have my support.
That's great.
I personally agree, that's for sure. But if they don't agree, I can't agree either.
What kind of an attitude is that, Chenwu? It won't be approved for sure.
Don't worry. I'll talk to them.
Huh? How can I not worry? Hey, Uncle Junshan! You're here!
Hey, Shawan. What are you doing here?
I'm waiting for the outcome of the meeting.
The outcome?
Yes.
I'm the Deputy Branch Secretary. I don't even know what the agenda of today's meeting is, let alone the outcome.
I know what the agenda is, Uncle Junshan. It's about the implementation of the production responsibility system.
Well, that's a good thing. If Tianfu Tong says implement, then implement. What's the point of having a meeting?
But there's no statement yet!
Why so quiet? Huh? If you have something to say, say it. Let's not waste time.
Hey, Hyman. Aren't you for land distribution for farming?
I did not say that I'm for it. I meant that higher-ups in Sushe go here to carry out the production responsibility system, so that obviously means they want to do it.
The higher-ups want to do it? Where's the official order, huh? Sushi Gong should have given us a copy of it.
Just because there's no document doesn't mean there's no spirit from the higher-ups. Isn't Sushe Go a living embodiment of that order? Uncle Chenwu, I am right, aren't I?
Why bother with this system? Arjun and Yuan won't be involved.
Uncle Chenwu, the central government has issued a notice to remove the labels on landowners, rich peasants, counter-revolutionaries, and all that. You're all now at par with the poor and middle to lower income peasants. Your children can enroll in schools and join the army, be recruited as workers and cadres, and join the party, and the youth league too.
Who can give absolute assurance, huh?
Chuanwu has a point there, okay? Implementing the new system without an official document is illegal. It's not a real policy we can carry out. Who knows? It could be the capitalists within the party that are trying to cause trouble.
Let me ask you, does the commune carry out the county spirit? Does the county carry out the spirit of the prefecture? Uncle Futang's younger brother, Tian Fuja, is now the administrative commissioner of the prefecture. Are you trying to tell me that Commissioner Tian is now one of the capitalist roaders?
Did I say Commissioner Tian is a capitalist roader? Perhaps there is a capitalist roader in the province.
Oh, will you please stop arguing? How about having Branch Secretary Tian go to Wang Yuan personally to ask Commissioner Zhang for his opinion? Fuja just arrived at the prefecture. He has heaps of bigger things to deal with. Do you think he'll have time for this puny issue?
How about we gather all the commune members and have a collective discussion on whether to implement the system or not?
And let them talk about it forever? What's the point of having leaders then?
Futang, you're the branch secretary. It's your call. You say do it, we'll do it. You say no, and we won't do it.
I have heard the opinion of each and everyone here. Comrade Yu Chang is firmly against the implementation of the new system. Haimin is heavily relying on the stance of the superiors. As for my personal stand on whether it's collective production or production responsibility system, I still support collective production. Therefore, our Shuangshui village will not implement the system.
Louder! Louder! Say it louder! Production responsibility system! That's what we want! We are all for it! Louder, everyone, louder! Hear us out! Production responsibility system!
What's happening here? What are you all doing?
You, calm down! Calm down! Let him talk!
What do you want? Huh? We're having a branch party committee meeting right now.
Branch Secretary Futang, tell all of us, have you made a decision yet or not?
Our Shuangshui village will not implement this responsibility system.
We won't!
Whoever does it is taking the path of capitalism.
We want individual farming! That's what we want! Individual farming! Individual farming!
Who?
Individual farming!
Who is that?
Individual farming!
Who is that? Come out here right now!
Hi, Uncle.
Shawan, I always knew you were a troublemaker.
Uncle. Everyone has the right to speak. You should know this. You can't seal everyone's mouth shut, can you? Even if you could, you can't control the fart that comes from holding it in.
Be serious! All of you want individual farming?
Stop!
Aunt Fang Yin?
Branch Secretary's right.
Thank the party. The People's Commune is good. The production team forms the base.
Chairman Mao wanted all of us to have comfortable lives, and he did not want a poor life for us. Am I right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, if you want individual farming, does that mean you don't want the People's Commune anymore?
Oh, Branch Secretary Futang, we just don't want to be hungry anymore. We want individual farming, right? What do you want?
Everyone, quiet, quiet, please. May I say something? Think about it, Uncle Futang. Why don't the peasants love their very own land anymore? Why couldn't our very own land produce good crops anymore? The older generation said that just after the liberation, during land reform, if a cow dies in a family, each one of the members would really cry. And then they will stay sad, unable to eat. But now when a cow dies, the whole team rejoices and will just wait to eat the cow. So what does this tell us? Isn't that the same reason?
Hey, Yuan!
And-
You came just in time. Please take Shawan away now. We're having a branch party committee meeting.
Shawan, will you be happy only when you tear the family apart? Come home with me. Let's go.
I'm struggling against poverty here. You should join me, Father.
Stop this now. You're just going to struggle all the way to the struggle session. Do you know that?
Uncle
huh?
Yuan, wait, you don't understand. Shawan is doing this for the benefit of everyone.
Yes, benefit my foot. You forgot the lesson you learned. When you were criticized last year, I was afraid you would kill yourself. Let's go.
I
Come on,
can't
let's go.
leave. There's no conclusion from the discussion yet.
Shawan, please, I'm begging you. I'm your father. You're my son. Come home with me, please. I'm
What are you doing,
Come
Father?
home.
Poverty forced this out of us.
Let's go.
Uncle Yuan,
I
please
can't
don't
believe
touch
this.
me. Just let him be. Uncle, let him be.
Stop this.
Let's go.
Branch Secretary, should we report today's situation to the higher-ups?
Report to whom? The commune stance is unclear. The county stance is also unclear.
Report to the prefecture. Just go directly to your younger brother.
Very well then. It's settled. I'll write a referral letter, then go to the prefecture to see him. Take my word to him. If this was advocated by Fu Jun, tell him to turn back immediately. If someone else advocated this, and he can no longer support it, tell him to report to the central government quickly.
Consider it done.
You're not allowed to enter.
Oh, I'm looking for Commissioner Tian.
You can register at the reception office.
Oh, okay, thank you.
May I help you?
Hi, I'm looking for Commissioner Tian. I'm here to report a situation to him.
Who are you?
Well, Commissioner Tian and I are from the same village. My name is Sen Utiang. I am a member of our branch party committee. I'm also a director of one of the village's committees.
People who wish to seek an audience all say they're from the same village as the leaders.
Audience? What's an audience?
You don't know what an audience is?
No.
Do you have proof that you and Commissioner Chen are from the same village?
Oh. Here's a referral letter from our village branch party committee secretary. He's the elder brother of Commissioner Tian. They are biological brothers, see? Look at the names. Fu Tong and Fu Xiao.
Wait a moment. I will call them to let them know.
Sure. Secretary Fu Tong sent me to tell you that since the prefecture issued the verbal notice to implement the responsibility system, the village has gone berserk. He cannot take it any longer. He's asking you to think about it again. Just yesterday, Shawan brought a large group of villagers to besiege the branch committee to force the members to agree to implement the system. They want individual farming. To put it simply, that's counter-revolutionary, punishable by imprisonment. Shawan is my nephew. I'm his second younger uncle, but we don't share views.
You don't share views?
That's right. I adhere to socialist principles, but Shawan actively adopts capitalism.
What does my elder brother think?
Your brother completely agrees with socialist programs.
Oh.
In the entire Shuangshui village, I'm impressed by the two of you brothers the most. I don't have to mention to you, but Secretary Fu Tong, he joined the party during the period of cooperative transformation and became branch secretary soon afterwards. In 1957, he was worried that the peasants would follow the rightists, but he won them over again. In 1958, in order to give all the peasants the ability to live a communist life, he smoothly led everyone in the village to be able to clean out pots and build stoves overnight for communal meals. During the 4 cleanups in 1965, the cadres, team leaders, and accountants in the entire commune were gone in a quick and brutal manner. Only our very own Secretary Tian Fu Tong was left unscathed. During the Cultural Revolution, cadres fell from power batch by batch, severely criticizing revolutionism and capitalism and made socialism big. Those who thought big worked aggressively, but he didn't do that. He just wanted everyone not to starve.
My elder brother has a good heart.
We're fellow villagers. How can you lead them if they're severely criticized? There are some who say that Secretary Fu Tong is already getting old and should step down. Why should Secretary Fu Tong be removed from power just because of that?
Here, this is for you. Well, this is the law of history. No one can remain on the stage for eternity.
But he isn't old yet. He's only in his 50s. What I really don't get is, Xiaowan and the rest, they are all poor peasants. So why make a fuss? But Jin Chao and Team 1, those landowners and rich peasants, are also looking to do something. Last year, they were vindicated. Look, this I can understand. It's the party being magnanimous. But this year, they've become overconfident. They're now looking down on us. If we adopt individual farming and are divided into families, they might start throwing their weight around. If they refuse to listen to anyone, even to Secretary Fu Tong, he'd be a leader with no assistants. The commune's director Se came to stay in the village. He said it's fine, whether we do it or if we don't, because there's no official document for it. I think this policy is problematic. I believe it was not well thought out. Secretary Fu Tong said, you have great authority, and said you should report our voice, that of the poor peasants, to the central government.
You should know. I made that policy.
Well, Secretary Fu Tong said that if you made that, you should turn back quickly. He's worried you might get into trouble. Commissioner, how can you formulate such a silly policy? You two are brothers. You should be sharing the same ideology about this.
What trouble will I get into? Go back and tell my elder brother that he needs to change his mindset and have a broader perspective. And if he doesn't want to implement this system, I won't force him, out of respect, because he is my elder brother. But if others like Shawan want to do it, he can't stop them. This policy is uniformly made for the entire prefecture. We won't force those who don't want to implement this production system. But for those who want to do it, no one can stop them.
Is this for real?
You don't have to wait until the second half of the year. After the spring sowing period, can you just look and see how the crops grow? I believe people will see the system is better.
Why is that?
What I say doesn't count. Just look at how the crops grow, will you? Look at the facts. All right, Utiang. Look, I'm really busy. I can't keep you company. I'll let my secretary take you around the city in a while. You don't get to come here often. Enjoy all the sights.
No, but thank you. I have to go back now to send the spirit of your directive to Secretary Futang.
Very well. Shall Bai?
Yes?
Come. Listen, I want you to take him around the city. Take this money and buy something for my brother. He'll take it to him. Also, he reported on the situation about the production responsibility system, official business. Use my car to send him to the bus station. It's not a violation. All right?
Okay.
That's it then.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Have a good trip.
I'll go ahead then.
You can't come through here.
Where am I supposed to enter then?
Go to the reception office.
Oh. Thank you. What was Uncle Utiang doing here?
To report that the responsibility system is capitalism.
Uncle Fusha, I'm here precisely to get a firm statement from you.
Concerning?
If the production responsibility system and individual farming for peasants is true.
It is true.
So I won't get admonished if I distribute the fields.
You won't.
That's great. All I want is to hear that from you. I'm going.
Wait. What's the hurry? Sit.
Okay.
What's the matter? Why are you in such a hurry, huh?
I'm happy.
Your second uncle came here to report on the village's situation.
Oh.
Yes. I know about the situation all too well. This sort of situation is not unique to Shuangshui village. It's also happening elsewhere.
No need to worry, Uncle Fusha. When it comes to dealing with the stubborn people in our village, I have many tricks.
And what are those?
The village said verbal statements cannot be trusted. The village cadres take official documents from the higher-ups seriously. I think you might as well just issue an official statement to the local level and say that the production responsibility system may be implemented.
Don't worry, Shawan. That official document will be issued very soon.
So you want me to wait for that official document?
No. We're doing a pilot now, right? All communes in all counties in the prefecture are a part of this, all right? So we can accelerate the pace. Implementing it now is just fine. It's useless for my elder brother and your second uncle to block it. It's fine as long as the peasants agree.
The peasants will agree for sure. They're rejoicing. Don't worry, Uncle Fusha. I will definitely do a good job in implementing this new system. Goodbye.
Wait. Please, go back to your seat.
What now, Uncle Fusha?
Shawan. Runya is also in Wang Yuan. Would you like to meet up with her?
Yes, I know. She's been transferred to work in Wang Yuan. I know.
Although you and Runya didn't end up getting married, you are still friends. It really hurts me to see Runya unhappy all the time. I'm sure you will make her very happy.
Who, me?
I will let you stay in the guest house first. I'll get Runya to look you up.
But
what? Won't you do this for me?
I will.
Hello, Runya.
Uncle Fuja. Aunt Ayun is on shift today and asked me to come cook for you.
Oh. That's good. Just one portion will do.
That's not enough. I'll make 2.
You won't be eating at home.
Why? Am I eating at the cafeteria?
Guess who's here?
Who?
Take a wild guess.
Uncle.
Yes?
Don't keep me guessing. Who's here? Tell me.
Shawan is here.
Son Shawan?
Go to the guest house and ask him out. Both of you go to a restaurant and have a meal together.
What's he doing in Wang Yuan?
To report to me about the production responsibility system. I made him stay here. I wanted the two of you to meet.
I'm not going. What's there to say if I do go?
Runya, this is just a friendly get-together. There's no harm in just chatting with each other. If you think it's inappropriate, you can always ask Dulili to go with you.
I'm not that prudish. All right then. I think I'll go see him.
That's good. Regard this as a meeting of friends. I want you to be happy too. Go. At this moment, Shawan couldn't quite fathom how he felt deep inside. Ever since Runya got married, he would only occasionally hear about what's happening to Runya from other people. He knew she was unhappy, but constrained by various subjective and objective factors and conditions, Shawan could only bury his concern and good wishes for Runya deep in his heart. Over time, he rarely thought about this person who used to love him immensely.
Service staff, water
Certainly, Runya will always have a place in the heart of Shawan. That was because those days not only represented a significant period of his living history, it also brought a sense of romance to those terribly difficult days. This reunion, after a long separation, evoked again a multitude of thoughts inside Shawan. He had mixed feelings of joy and uncertainty, but mostly joy.
Runya.
Brother Shawan.
Please, come in. Runya, have a seat.
Brother Shawan.
I wanted to get you some water.
Here, let me help
No,
you.
allow me, please, let me. Here you go, nice and fresh. You haven't eaten, have you? Runya, listen, I'll buy you dinner, okay? You used to treat me whenever I was here. Today, even if I have to spend every cent I have, I will spend it to buy you a meal. So,
Brother Shawan. Perhaps another time?
I'll buy the next time. This time it's on me too.
No, let's eat here. I brought food.
Then that makes it your treat again.
How long will you be here? When are you leaving?
I'm going home tomorrow morning.
You don't come here often. Why don't you stay longer?
I have to go back and work on the new system.
Oh. Hey, what are you going to do if my father disagrees? Try not to drive him up the wall. He can be a little hot-tempered, but if you don't lock horns with him, and you do it quietly, he'll let you be, and he'll turn a blind eye to what you do.
The shadows beneath the street lamps evoke memories of Shawan and Runya walking side by side along Dongla River. Now, life had driven them far apart. Nonetheless, he still thanked Runya from the bottom of his heart that she had left a page as brilliant as the sun in his life, which was for him as ordinary as a cloud on a sunny day.